Founded in 1972, WesTech has grown to become one of the major suppliers in the process equipment industry today. Thousands of WesTech equipment installations are working around the clock in the United States and around the world, including our solutions for digestion in the wastewater industry. WesTech digester covers are built to meet our customers' needs as we work to keep the assembly and installation a simple and efficient process. A member of our team will be ready to assist you at any hour if questions or concerns arise during the assembly of our equipment. To reach us during normal business hours, call 801-265-1000, or anytime outside of regular business hours, call 801-263-4093. In this video, you will see the basics of the installation process of a floating digester cover, including number 1, inspecting and leveling the tank. Number 2, installing the vertical slide guides. Number 3, erecting the centering. Number 4, preparing the side sheets. Number 5, installing the pre-fabricated radial beam roof plates. Number 6, cover placement. Number 7, ballast block installation. Number 8, roof plate installation. Number 9, installing the accessories. Number 10, setting and adjusting slide assemblies. Number 11, floating the cover. Number 12, weld testing. Number 1, inspecting and leveling the tank. The tank must conform to specifications for the mechanism to work properly. Check the tank for proper diameter, roundness, and plumbness. Anchor bolt size, placement, and projection must conform to WesTech's general arrangement drawings. Number 2, installing the vertical slide guides. Before the digester cover can be moved into place or assembled in place, the slide guides must be installed. Orient and space the slide guides as shown on the general arrangement plan view. Epoxy anchors are provided to anchor the guides to the concrete tank walls. Anchor bolt size, placement, and projection must conform to the WesTech's general arrangement drawings. It may be necessary to shim between the slide guides and tank wall to ensure that the guides are vertically plumb. If the guide is furnished with a back support for the portion above the tank wall, shims under the bearing plate can be used to plumb this upper portion. The base plate should be grouted after final adjustments. Number 3, erecting the centering. Position the centering on supports at the exact center of the cover and adjust for level and proper elevation. The elevation of the centering can be found on WesTech's general arrangement drawings. Maintaining the main elevation is crucial to ensuring the radial beams fit properly. The centering support must remain in place until the welding is complete. Number 4, preparing the side sheets. Assemble and true up the side sheets. Do not weld side sheets together until completing installation procedures for the pre-fabricated radial beam roof plate sections. Cribbing or scaffolding may be necessary to ensure the side sheet sections are level. Space the side sheet joints forming in a ring to the appropriate diameter. The radial measurements from the dome to the inside of the side sheet should be approximately equal at each beam location, within 1/4 of an inch. Some pulling of the side sheet sections may be necessary to achieve this tolerance. Check the diameter at the top and bottom of the side sheet. The measurement should be equal to within 3/4 of an inch. After the center dome and radial beam roof plate sections are in place, weld the side sheets to provide a gas-tight seal. Remove the side sheet fit-up bolts. Install the tension ring splice sections and weld using a complete full penetration weld. This must be done before painting. Number 5. Installing the prefabricated radial beam roof plates. Install the radial beam roof plate sections at each side sheet. Do not install the prefabricated roof plate sections so as to span a side sheet splice. This arrangement will result with alternate pie sections of prefabricated roof sections. Bolt the radial beams to the center ring and to the side sheet with erection bolts. Make any required adjustments. After final adjustments are done, complete the structural welding as shown on the erection drawings. Seal weld the radial beams to the center ring to distribute heat and prevent buckling. Weld beams working from opposite sides using backstep or skip weld sequence. The cover is safe to be moved at this point, although if the cover is assembled inside the tank, this will not be necessary. Number 6. Cover placement. Please note, before the cover is lifted, the ballast block should be placed in the bottom of the tank, except when the digester cover will be placed in the tank as an entire assembly, with the ballast blocks already installed in the ballast shelf. Safe lifting practices must be followed to move this cover without it buckling. The remaining cover plates are not installed at this time in order to permit installation of the ballast blocks unless the ballast blocks are lifted with the cover. Refer to the ballast blocks installation procedures for additional information. Lifting lugs or pick points, which are not provided by WesTech, should be placed at the connection between radial beams and the side sheet. Pick points are located at every other radial beam. The lifting cable must have a minimum angle of inclination of 60 degrees to prevent excessive compressive stress on the cover, as shown on the drawing in the WesTech O&M manual. Do not attempt to raise the cover skewed or sideways. The cover weights are listed in the general notes drawings and parts list. Initially lift the cover approximately 3 inches off the ground. Check the cable connections and look for any excessive stress in the cover. While the cover is still 3 inches off the ground, have the crane operator jiggle the cover to check for any lifting problems. Carefully lower the cover into the tank, ensuring proper orientation and maintaining the specified gap between the side sheet and the tank wall all around. It is necessary to line up the center of the radial beam with the center of the slide guide. With the cover resting on the corbels, continue with the remaining cover erection procedures.